Good afternoon, I'm Josh Duncan, and these are some of the top headlines out of the KelownaNow newsroom today. Unfortunately, we were unable to broadcast yesterday's news, so I start with one story from yesterday as I think it's important. Police have gone public with a warning about a grandparent scammer in Kelowna who reportedly hit two homes in the same day this week. The RCMP said the man with strong-smelling cologne visited homes in the 600 block of San Michel Road and the 1300 block of Kalo Road to collect money on Wednesday. But it doesn't begin there. The fraudster first calls victims on the phone and claims he's a lawyer, explaining that the person's grandchild has been arrested and is in jail. He then suggests a $5,000 cash payment is needed to get the grandchild out of custody, and if all of that works, he will go to the house in person to collect. This particular suspect is described as a light-skinned male around 6 feet tall with dark, slicked-back hair and long sideburns. As mentioned earlier, he apparently reeked of cologne and was also carrying an iPad. And anyone with information can contact the Kelowna RCMP, and police are also urging people to have regular discussions with their loved ones, specifically kids and the elderly, about how to identify online and phone scams. Hopefully you already saw this on our website or social media and haven't been freaking out today, but if not, I am here to tell you that the smoke coming from Knox Mountain, it's no reason for concern. It's part of an 11-hectare controlled burn operation that is being executed by the City of Kelowna Park staff, Kelowna Fire Department, and BC Wildfire Service. The burn is being done in an effort to reduce wildfire risk, eliminate fuels around homes and infrastructure, and restore natural habitats. Kelowna firefighter Dennis Craig says it is a proactive step to protect homes and preserve the park's natural beauty, calling prescribed burns one of the most effective tools in their arsenal to lower wildfire risk. Crews have been monitoring the fire all day, and they'll continue to do so over the weekend, even though it's only expected to be a one-day burn. Follow-up assessments will be carried out as well to evaluate the operation's success, and mop-up work will carry on for 2 weeks. A local developer is hoping to build a hotel in what many would consider an agricultural area of town. City planners have accepted the rezoning application from Di Stefano Jod Architecture, who are eyeing a lot at the corner of Burns and Benvolen Roads for this project. While the property is among a lot of farmland over there, it's actually located outside the Agricultural Land Reserve. The developer looking to build a 6-story Kelowna hotel with up to 100 suites, along with a small commercial building that would act as a buffer between the hotel and Benvolen Road. The building would include, the buffer building would include a liquor store, but not much else is known about it at this time. The application has not yet been circulated around the city's planning department, but once that happens, it will be presented to council at a later date. Kelowna residents are being asked to provide feedback on the city's future model of policing. The public input is needed as part of a comprehensive policing model review, and the city has contracted a third-party independent consulting firm called PwC to do just that. The online survey is open until the end of Wednesday, October 8th. You can find a link to it in this story on our website. Darren Call, Kelowna's Public Safety and Policing Policy Director, says the review is about good governance and proactive planning to ensure residents can depend on a safe and healthy Kelowna. He noted that the rapidly growing community is home to one of the country's largest RCMP detachments, and while the city has confidence and respect for the work that our local officers do, the 20-year policing contract is set to expire in 2032, and the future is uncertain. All survey responses will be submitted directly to PwC and thus kept confidential. Only the overall results will be shared in the future as part of a final report summary. Wrapping up a little down south, as one of the region's largest events is no more, sadly. Organizers announced on Thursday that the Okanagan Grand Fondo in Penticton has been discontinued. The event has brought thousands of cyclists from across the region, province, and beyond to celebrate the sport of road cycling over the past 15 years. The event's founder and owner, Jody Cross, called the news bittersweet, saying it was a long and wonderful run, but it was also time. She explained that the costs behind holding the event have doubled since the pandemic, and it was unrealistic to raise entry fees by the amount needed to keep things afloat. She assured KelownaNow that the decision had nothing to do with the tragedy of this year's event, where a cyclist was struck and killed by a vehicle, noting that her mind was already made up about this fate back in 2024. Although the Grand Fondo is now gone, Cross hinted at an imminent announcement about a new venture for her in the South Okanagan cycling community. It's expected that a similar type of event focused on gravel cycling rather than road cycling will take the Grand Fondo's place. She said registration for the renewed Okanagan Graveler will open this month. That event will run next June in the Oyama region. All right, a quick look at the weekend forecast. Currently 20 degrees under a mix of sun and cloud in Kelowna. Potential is there for a spit of rain this evening, but we shall see. It looks pretty decent right now. Cloudy and a high of 15 on Saturday. A chance of showers throughout, but it will clear up into a sunny Sunday with a high of 16 degrees. The overnight lows, those are a little noticeable. Getting a bit frigid as we get into October. Expect it to fall down to around 3 to 4 degrees overnight, Saturday and Sunday. Those frosty mornings, they are a-coming, folks, so brace yourself for that. That is it for me, both today and this week. But you can read up on all these stories and plenty more over at KelownaNow.com. Also, be sure to check us out on socials as well. It is KelownaNow.com on TikTok, KelownaNow on X, Best of KelownaNow on Instagram, and Now Media Group on YouTube. Have a wonderful weekend, Kelowna. I will be back in this chair on Monday for a look at more headlines, and we will see you then.
We don't just report the news. We live here too. We're your neighbors, bringing you stories that matter to all of us. No government funding, no outside influence. Kelowna Now, local, independent. News you can trust.